Okay, quick thing before we start the video. Take this information with a huge grain of salt, since I don't even know yet, nor have I been tested, so that's it. Also, if you want to know, then I recommend talking to a doctor instead of doing online tests. Anyways, here we go. Okay, so basically it has just pondered to me that I think I have ADHD. But I don't really know yet. Like I said, I've never been tested. So, I'm taking that information lightly, and it has been towering over me for quite a bit now, and I kind of want to get tested, but I'm too nervous to ask, because I'm a pussy. For those who are unsure or unaware of what ADHD is, it basically stands for this little thing called attention hyperactivity disorder. Is that a frog? No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It actually means attention defect hyperactivity disorder, which basically means chemicals in your brain don't really function the same on how people without ADHD would function. Essentially, think of these things right here. Say you got a project, or maybe 37 projects due. You have to get them done because they're all due tomorrow, and you know in your mind that you have to do them. Otherwise, you're going to get absolutely clapped. But you then start to think, you know, that shelf is 90 degrees off from being perfectly suited. And then basically you go on random sidetracks, and then you forget what you were doing before, and then you get your ass beat because you didn't do your projects. Not saying that's happened to me. And on one random night, I got curious. So I looked on YouTube, signs you may have ADHD, and I found a couple videos, a couple which were from Psych2Go, shoutouts to them, and another channel I forgot the name of. Essentially, hearing them list off the stuff of that, the signs, I kind of saw the stars lining up. But then again, I don't know, because I've never been tested. I might, but I'll never know. Now, I've heard that having it isn't a bad thing. Like, not at all. But still, I don't want to sound like I'm self-diagnosing myself, which I know in my heart, I am not a professional, and I cannot diagnose myself. But that didn't stop me from being more curious. Oh my god. Eventually, I took my information of what I gathered from the videos to the interwebs and looked up ADHD test. Basically, this meant it would have signs that I would have or wouldn't have, which I don't recommend doing, since a lot of the times you either have to pay or not pay, which a lot of the times where you don't pay or even do pay, it still recommends asking a real doctor to do it. And if you think you do, then ask a doctor. Moving on. There are 3 types of ADHD as of now, which there could be 4, who knows? Maybe. And essentially, there's inattentive, hyperactive, I think is the name of it, and then combination, or combined. Inattentive shows signs of inability to focus, I don't know, not interested, laziness, all that stuff. Hyperactive basically means you have an inability to sit still, you fidget a lot, and you're basically seen as the kid who just is always full of energy. And then you have the most common one, which is combined, which is the jackpot. Alright. Not saying that it's a bad thing to have, which I should stop saying, because I feel like it's getting old. Anyway. Now, some people, usually older people, say that ADHD does not exist, which is very false. Obviously, you can have your own opinion about things, as long as it's as long as like the really bad opinions are kept private, then you're pretty much okay. But pretty much, some people will say like, oh yeah, we have ADHD sometimes, or we all have ADHD in us. But that's pretty much the equivalent of saying we could be all tall sometimes. And when you're someone like Shaquille O'Neal, it kind of ruins the point. Just saying. Anyway, I have tried dabbling of places that are near me where I can get tested by a professional, but I've never got the courage to ask my parents. So that's underestimation, or that's disappointing. Fuck. So without self-diagnosing myself, if I had to guess the type I had, it would probably have to be inattentive, since I cannot focus in class at all. Like, trust me, paint drawing is more entertaining than class. Believe me. Now, I think that would be pretty much it for what I have to say. Just wanted to get that off my chest, and I will let you guys know if I do decide to get tested, and if I do, or if I don't have it. Other than that, please subscribe for more music or something. I don't know.